Hey man, say man, do. Bro, I'm so excited right now, bro. I don't even know how to. My energy's so crazy. We let's just jump into it because if I start talking, I'm gonna get away.
Hey, we moving on up.
To the sun.
Hey, moving on up to the sun. We finally got a piece of the pie.
What is that? Fish don't fry in the kitchen.
Juneteenth?
When we were talking about, hey.
First of all, happy Juneteenth. What's up?
Now, when they say this, it
call
might
it
not be
hey.
Juneteenth, but happy
No, facts.
Juneteenth,
Happy
baby.
Juneteenth. You know, some people out here shortening it. They call, hey, what you doing
Facts.
for the teenth? You know what I'm saying?
No,
Yeah.
First of all, let's be respectful. It's called Happy Stuckteenth.
Hold on, that's another word that we got
Stucky.
to add to the list of words that black people say wrong. Teenth.
Teenth. What if?
Yeah, y'all hitting
what
the
if-
inf.
If you go to our Instagram note right now, it says Stuckteenth.
Yeah.
Oh, it
Yeah,
do?
we don't play no games.
Teen.
But
Yeah,
welcome
we
to the show, man. Another
moving.
episode of the Stuck in the Middle podcast because you know what's up in this stuff.
Weekly.
Hey, week. You know I don't do nothing without the fan with me.
It's Ref Hef.
Ref
Job
Hef.
number three.
sound
Job
busy.
number 3 has started.
Blow the
All right,
whistle.
bro, let me get $1.
Yeah, I ain't making get paid yet. I gotta get paid first.
That's right.
It's your boy, B. Wood Cooks. I don't know what I am. I'm B. Wood. Am I Brian or B. Wood Cooks? I'm both, baby. I'm B. Wood
I'm
Cooks. I'm
everything
locked
today,
in. I'm
baby.
everything. We locked in.
Yes, sir.
I'm excited.
Corey from Corey's Corner. My pup Perry.
Anita.
Got people arguing if Jalen Hurts is top 5 or not. You know how I do.
Yeah,
Come on, bros.
and Perry, you gonna have to. Hey,
You know what my answer is if somebody
act
asks me
right.
that?
Huh?
You know what my answer is if somebody asks me that?
Yes.
He on a
What is
Jalen
it?
Hurts run right now. Ain't
Heck
he?
yes.
No, it's fly.
No, facts. It's just, you know,
They won Super Bowl, man.
I got the film.
That's fine. You ain't
We're
got
champions
time
until
for
we're
it.
not. We're champions until we're not. Official social cues, guys. Welcome to another week where we just are super excited to be here, guys. We have a really big announcement. We can't give it to you yet. Just know we got our first guest. Oh yeah, we learned this. Was it? So
Oh
what-
yeah. What
does
is
it
this
mean?
again?
Clock it. It's locked in. It's good stuff. It's
Is that the
key.
yeah?
Is this a corporate thing or
Yeah.
just a pop culture thing?
Nah, just
Pop culture.
You know?
Oh,
So I
okay.
shouldn't do this at work.
No,
I mean, you can do it at work. People won't know what it means, and then some will.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is this a new Gama?
Maybe.
Nah, this
Gama will forever be.
Yeah. For real though.
Yeah, for those that don't know, I think B Wood and Cori made up this. I was gone for this moment, but apparently they made up like a movement.
No, it was we really did. It was really B Wood. It was funny, bro. It was.
yeah, we don't need to talk about it, man.
Yes, we do.
might
Bring
catch
it up. Cause
cases,
y'all
man.
always try to go back in history on
What
me.
segment we doing, man?
We gonna go back to history on B Wood.
What we doing?
Tell the
man?
story.
Man, we got a lot planned for you guys.
There you go.
We need to focus because
It's that time.
it's that
Right.
time.
That's right. Well, guys, this is what we do. We're 4 black dudes on a chair and a couch, and we're talking about just pop culture banter, and there's a wide range of topics that we go over. And this is just it right here. You know, us giving our opinions about that. Oh, did I say something that's a?
No, it's
handword?
Juneteenth and we black, baby. Hey!
I'll try not to sneeze.
Oh, remember, we can't say pause because it not
Whoa,
only is it
whoa.
Juneteenth.
That's
$1.
$2.
Nah, I'm explaining
Nah,
it.
That's
no
$2.
context.
Because remember
That's last week.
context,
No
you know.
context.
I'm
yeah,
explaining
okay.
it to
Gotta
them.
be consistent.
That's a bet. They got me.
$1.
But we can't say the P word,
There you go.
pushing P. We
There
can't
you
say that because of Pride Month. So,
That's right.
yeah, we can't say the P-A-U-S-E. Can I spell it?
Yeah, of course, because you're not saying
Okay,
it.
that's a bet. I'll drop my little $1 in there. That's a bet.
Yeah. Well,
little punk
guys, we're
ass
doing it
dollar.
in a few segments. We start off with the Mutha-Stucka of the week just because there's a lot of stories out there where some people are being Mutha-Stuckas. I'm almost positive Jeremy is going to be some form of a travel Mutha-Stucka today.
Actually got 2.
I knew it. I knew it. Before we get into it.
One is travel.
Yeah.
You looking at me to shoot mine? I'm Tyler Perry.
Oh, we're going. I didn't know we was going.
Yeah, let's do it.
my
Let's
bad.
do
You know what?
it.
Jump
Let's do
into
it.
Okay,
it.
yeah. Well, go ahead, do your
This
thing.
segment Mutha-Stucka of the week.
Let's
We
go.
doing it. Let's go.
Who you got? What you got with Tyler Perry?
Nah.
I know what's up, but I want to hear it.
You know,
What's
so
up?
Tyler Perry, your boy,
Yeah.
the guy that created Straw. Was the last Straw or Straws?
No, it's a straw.
Oh, okay, bet. So Tyler Perry was texting what's the guy's name? Derek?
Derek Dixon?
He was texting Derek Dixon. The reason why I'm calling you Mutha-Stucka, a lot of people, he didn't do anything. But the reason why I'm calling you Mutha-Stucka is this. You have a lot of money. And with power comes responsibility.
100%.
And in that text, somebody put in there, I'm drunk. He.
Mm-hmm.
So you already know.
You already know. That's what we doing. You
What
got
Brian's
too much
trying
money.
to say is he got sued for sexual harassment and like a hostile work environment type of thing.
260.
260 mil?
Yeah, 260 mil, and they dropped the text messages.
100%.
Well, now I will say,
But
it took a while as I was reading the text
The
messages.
text messages weren't as salacious as I thought they were going to
But
be.
it doesn't have to
But
be.
it doesn't have to be.
Yeah,
100%.
that's all I'm saying.
100%.
I'm just saying for the text. I don't even care about you getting, bro, you big time. I expect you to get sued. That's just part of the game.
Yeah.
I'm saying for the text. That's why I didn't even bring up the text alone. You too big for that.
And he said a lot of different things in there.
You too
that was
big
one of
for
them.
it.
He said horny a couple times.
That's
He was
that,
cursing.
Again, I
was
don't
like,
know
bro.
what color is who. I just go by what I see just for the text. I know you in trouble with Cori. Everybody getting in trouble if you got money, but for the text, you too
way
too
too
rich
big
for
for
that.
that.
That's all.
And so that
all I
means
know.
that the which is funny, they actually interviewed about this. The Boondocks episode was accurate, huh?
Well,
Whoa.
Boondocks like Black Simpsons.
Yeah,
Yeah.
100%.
They've always been,
And they don't get their
On
credit.
point.
they do not get the credit, but they always been
And
on point.
I think I read this, and this is alleged. Everything on this show, by the way, is allegedly
alleged, yeah.
until it's not. But allegedly, this is maybe who there's another actor that came out last year talking about this, but couldn't really say
But
names.
everybody knew who they were talking about.
Right, but apparently the reason why he couldn't say names is because there was already a settlement and he's been paid out. So this is why I'm agreeing with the Mutha-Stucka. It's not just a text; it's also where there's
Why you
smoke,
didn't
there's
settle?
fire. No,
Yeah.
where there's smoke,
Yeah,
there's
well,
fire.
yeah, that's a
And
good
he
point.
said in the text, you pay attention. I got hundreds of people that will respond to me. He said that.
That's why I'm only on the text. I don't want to get on the lead. Just
it's
the
like
text.
it's too much.
It's
It's
just
too much.
crazy,
Well,
man.
Jeremy, what you
You
got?
should
Yeah, I'm
get
about to
sued.
say who's your two?
All right. My two. Number one, Carnival.
Golly, bro,
Carnival.
Carnival gonna be stuck.
I already know
forever.
number two.
I
Donald
don't
Trump.
think they're going to be. It actually is.
I knew it, bro.
All right. So, number one, Carnival. Carnival has released that they're changing their loyalty program, switching from a days at sea based loyalty, which is pretty much the more time you spend with them
more
on their
days you get
ships,
back.
the more loyalty points you get, leading up to their top tier, which is Diamond. To make a long story short, Carnival said, nah, bruh, you got to pay us more to stay at the level that you're at. So,
I like it.
You don't get there and stay there.
I like it.
right, which it sucks. Business wise, don't know too much about it. You're about to lose a lot of your fan base, period. So
That's what they
I
said.
That means
feel
they-
like you're about
they-
to roll it back.
That's
They
what
need to
want.
keep going on cruises. You
No,
see what you're
they-
saying?
I
Well,
think that's
you
what
got to
they
keep
want.
fun. Yes, but like for lack of a better word, the thing is like 0 to 7 days is red, 7 to 25 is blue, 25 to 75 is gold, 75 to 200 is platinum, and then 200 and on is diamond.
Yeah, they didn't cut costs everywhere
And these
else,
are
bro.
days at sea. So like
Yeah.
a 7-day cruise equals 7 points. Okay, very simple. Now it's like you have to spend $5,000 within 2 years in order to get a certain level of status, and each one of those levels is pretty high. And I was talking to I was chatting with someone on TikTok who's a travel person who's big on Carnival, and she was just like, for Diamond, it's like $30,000 within a certain time frame.
Well, hold on.
Wow.
You either can be Princes on the Seas or you can be Virgin and Royal. And I believe if you think about it from a strategy perspective, they're dying. They have been for a while because
Carnival?
Carnival, yeah.
Yeah.
And I'll tell you what I mean. All of the lawsuits, all of the injuries, all of the bad press about them being getting people sick on the boat, being stranded at sea. But the last 6-7 years for Carnival has been rough.
Yeah.
And they like I said, they've cut everywhere else. I'm sure the room service is a little different now. You still got to pay for certain little things. They tried everything they could to just keep it where you guys can just keep taking advantage of them. But at some point, they're either going to be this low level cruise line, or they're going to try to compete with the big guys, and you're going to have to come up with something.
Yeah, this is them probably trying to compete.
They're pricing people out.
But that's what they want to do.
That's
trying to
right.
get rid
They're
of
just
them.
trying. They're saying,
price people
I
out.
don't want to be Walmart no more. I'm trying to be Target.
But for the people that they have enough fan base for the people that love Carnival, they're gonna pay the
They're
money
going to
anyway.
keep going.
They don't
Maybe.
care.
Maybe,
Yeah,
but
guess
like
what?
Except the
They
people
for the
gonna-
people that love Carnival, I'm not paying to keep my status like that. That doesn't make any sense.
But
They
you
probably,
gotta go do that
well, I'm
anywhere
talking- they probably fine with that.
No, that's what Matt said.
That's what I'm saying.
What
That's what I'm
Jeremy's
saying. They
saying
fine
is,
with
what Jeremy's saying is and correct me if I'm wrong, the disdain that comes from this is that there are the tier of people who they're trying to lose, which would probably be like the most of the people. Jeremy's tier is getting wrapped
He's
up in
the
that,
person
right?
that-
He's the person that you actually want to like, hey, I'm trying to get rid of them, but I would like to keep you up here.
Please weather the storm with
Right?
us. That's right.
But Jeremy's saying, I ain't got the money to weather the storm.
And
But I've already put the money into
Thank you.
to weather the
Right,
storm.
I've put it in.
So like, bring me
Yes,
with you and
yes.
kick them off.
Yeah, well, you got to remember, this is the argument about middle class.
Yeah.
So you think, oh, I'm a middle class. Well, really, you're in the worst possible spot because that's where they have to take advantage of you. The lower class is doing what lower class does, right? They
And
can
the rich
afford.
and
They can
wealthy
afford.
will do what they
Thank
do.
you. And the rich and wealthy gonna keep doing what they're doing. So they just want to put themselves in a position where they're like, I want to cater to the people that can pay for this because we are bleeding to death. Right?
Or it's a new trend. YouTube, everybody else restructures their prices.
They got
on the
ahead of
month.
it.
Yeah,
Maybe they coined the
But I think
future.
they are stupid though, because what I was reading, it's come on. stop.
The scale is crazy.
Yeah,
But that's
it's-
what I'm saying.
it's-
This is a starter. So
Yeah, you gotta
if
stop.
I could give you any advice, because I'm telling you, these you know how many
You
years.
think they'll scale back?
Of course they will.
100%.
They
So
have
they're
no
trying
And
choice.
bring me my status
So
back
they're
when
trying
you
to do
do.
like shock value to get the
This is the
drop off.
change.
This is the tariff move.
No, thank you.
This is
the
exactly what they
change
did with the
agent
tariffs.
argument I've been
Exactly
making
what they did
forever.
with it.
This is the change
Yes.
agent argument right here.
It's business.
Sometimes it hurts really bad, but on the front end it's ugly. On the back end it makes sense.
It makes sense.
You can't do the small change all the time when you're bleeding. Sometimes you gotta throw like, hey, we're bleeding. Tourniquet that thing. You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
And it just happens when that happens in business. It hurts a lot of people because those people get comfortable with those loyalty programs. But I keep saying this. There is no such thing as loyalty anymore. There's no brand loyalty.
yeah, that's
Stop
true.
giving brand loyalty to people. They're not doing it for consumers. No brand is loyal to consumers.
There was
What up?
until
Until they couldn't.
Who's your second?
Oh,
one?
wait, that's a lie. That's a lie. There's one brand that I'm going to hold down.
Oh, Virgin.
Well, I do like Virgin. Nah, I think there's one brand that really has been holding down their people since the dawn of time.
Who?
That's Arizona.
Arizona.
Oh, yeah.
Arizona.
Arizona
tea.
They hold it down. Hey.
He said, "Why I need to make $1?"
Fat
Why
fact.
didn't they-
Hold on.
$1.
Didn't they go up on the price?
No,
No.
that's the grocery stores that sell it.
Yep.
The
He's-
actual people. That's why they keep 99 cents.
That's
on the
still
can.
them. They're fraud. They know about it.
Nah,
They didn't say
they
nothing
keep
about it.
99
They
cents on
did
the
say
can.
something
He put
about
on
it.
the
Arizona
can.
came out?
He
Yes.
That's
He
why
did
he
a
kept
whole
it on the
interview.
can.
My
He did a
bad.
whole interview.
Yeah, he did a whole interview.
He
just to
literally
shut
called
people up.
everybody out. He's like, I did not change anything. It's them. That's
He was like,
that's
I will
it.
never
White
change
CEO?
it.
Yeah.
Whoa, yeah, great white.
Who's
Who's your second? Who's your second?
Oh, my second one is the Trump administration. So New York Times released an article talking about how Trump has, and his administration, I won't say it's him specifically, stated that they are cutting the funding for the Trevor Project National
What is that?
Unaliving Hotline.
What is
Yeah.
that?
It's
The Trevor Project is a
Yeah, educate me. I'm ignorant. right
Okay, so Trevor Project is a national LGBTQ organization it was designed and built to protect LGBTQ youth from pretty much anything and everything that is that LGBTQ youth are subject to. All the hate, the unaliving, the mental health, the physical health, emotional health, everything. Okay,
It's
so
nonprofit?
yes.
How can he shut it down? Or is it an NGO?
Well, he's shutting down the
he-
funding because the national hotline had a
Funded.
grant. Was it a grant?
Yeah, probably
Probably-
cash
probably
coming from the
granted
from the government.
Yeah, they had a
Yeah,
grant that
you already know
funded
what it
it
is.
funded their
You know what
national
it is.
hotline.
That's fine. I just
You
want to
know
see.
what it
I just
is,
want to know
man.
why. Maybe where is the money going? Is it like so? How much of that percentage is going to like actually the project doing something for somebody?
Well, the money
Yeah,
that
and
he's
that's the
cutting
problem.
is
It's
funding the
specifically the
counselors
hotline.
Yeah.
in the hotline
Yeah.
for those people.
No, I'm saying, but why? He's probably asking why is it being cut? Is there a reason? Like,
Yeah, if-
where are they spending the money? Is he just cutting it for no reason? Or
I mean-
I
I mean,
think
they usually
there's
give an explanation.
well, the explanation is this. This is a real thing.
Yeah,
As somebody being outside of the community but understand the stuff that's going on. You can't be the Trump administration and giving money to LGBTQ community.
Period.
Well, that okay.
So
that's
you-
what I mean.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
So like
There's no other
there's
question
areas
gotta
where you
talk
could
about.
maybe try to silently do little cuts
and
here and
this
there.
is the point.
That-
No, but
that's the
yeah.
argument.
That's what I'm
the
saying. Try
argument
to
right there.
but then people
You
might
can't-
pick it up and you put it in
It's
the
not
New
on
York
brand.
Times and it's in there. It's
Yeah.
not. Thank you.
It's not on
It's
brand.
not on brand for the
He's right.
administration.
He's right.
So even if Trump himself might be like, I actually
kinda
think
like
that
that.
having a hotline for
No.
these people is actually really good. Somebody's in there advising them like, yo,
The big dogs.
you can't do that.
But you know why it's not on brand? Because the scenery around NPOs and NGOs and where the money like
Yeah, he's shutting a lot
what's
of
it
it.
attached to. A lot of times when you start peeling back that onion, you start realizing, okay, yeah, the people on the hotline getting paid by the government, sure, but now you have to look at the to Corey's point, the optics. Wait a minute. So this is a nonprofit getting a check from the government consistently to run a hotline, which people are they? Is the 100% of that money going to the hotline, or is is there any profit line on this?
No. So any type of, especially when it comes to non-for-profit grants, grants are, and I only know this because I've done grant writing for years.
Yes.
Grants are very specific.
They have to be
to the money, and
yes.
it's very highly audited and like looked at.
Yeah, you have to give out. You have to tell them exactly what
100%.
That's what I'm asking.
So that money, if it's grant money, which I'm sure it probably is.
Yes.
If it's grant money and it's cut, to me, it's more about the optics than anything else.
That has to be it.
Yeah,
That's why I'm asking. I'm educating myself.
It's just not on brand.
But all that to say, that cuts a lot of lines to LGBTQ youth who are in need of it. Okay.
Yeah, people in need.
The statistics show that LGBTQ youth are a higher population for unaliving than non-LGBTQ youth.
Damn.
So this hotline was designed for those individuals. It is the Trevor Project. You could call in, and you don't have to be an LGBTQ youth to call the Trevor Project to have those conversations. But they cater to LGBTQ youth because the whole project was designed for that. So yes, there is still a national unaliving hotline. However,
shout out to Logic.
yes. However, yes.
Are the people working the hotline for Trevor Project like trained specifically for LGBTQ?
They have more training. So let's say like a counselor could have 180 clinical hours, right? And that's just the general. Well, Trevor Project says you got to have your general plus here's another 180 that is designed for cultural competency, LGBTQ youth, and all that other stuff.
It's like having a national black hotline and like people being
This will go back to all my statements I made just to stay consistent, man. Just make another chip. Just make another chip. Get you. Take some money from your project and go put it in.
Put it into
Paul's money is going. This is the same Trevor, right?
No,
Paul's money.
No, Paul's money, yes.
Yes.
I got him. I got him. I was just trying to.
I thought you were talking about last week.
I'm fine. I have $5. Like I knew in my head, I've already budgeted $5 for this.
So at the end of the day, the money that we're putting into is going to the Trevor Project.
Yeah. Shout out to Trevor, man. I had to get somebody.
We're trying to say.
Did we get him too?
You have not gotten me.
Somebody else said it.
Speaking of names with T's, Ted Cruz.
Yo, are you talking about?
No. What's Ted do?
Whoa. You talking about the interview?
Hold on. First of all, he was going on me a little bit.
No, you can do Ted. You can do Tucker.
No.
I think Tucker's stuck. I don't think Tucker's
No.
stuck.
I know. I'm just saying another
I
team.
think right now, I think it's Ted.
Before you do it, there's three people. I got to put this on record. There's three people who, over the years, I've had to eat crow on my opinions on them over time.
They are also tone changing.
Because
I know who you're
They're
talking
also
about.
what?
No. Tone changing.
Let him land.
All of them change tones, right?
Yeah.
And again, sometimes to fit their own narrative.
Tucker Carlson is one of them. Let me guess. Candace Owens is the second one.
Well, she's always
Candace Owens is my second.
She's my one.
And third, I'm gonna say.
I'll tell you one that ain't switching.
Ted's my one.
The third one I know ain't switching. But Alex Jones.
No, but land on the story with Ted. Though, I don't know, like what.
Tucker Carlson and Ted had a basic
he walked that man down.
60
boy.
minutes.
He really did.
He walked that man down.
Tucker walked down Ted. But Ted has never, to me personally, bro, and I'll say this to your face, bro, I've never thought you were an intellectual, smart human being.
I don't think anybody argues that.
So,
but he is growing a little bit on me, just a little.
But here's what I like about
just
it.
a little bit.
Nah,
You talking about Ted Cruz?
He got chopped on this one.
Nah, he's crazy,
No,
but
listen.
I've seen
You have
some
to
little
see this interview.
bits and bits where I'm
Watch
like,
this interview, and then you'll be like, nah, bro, you got
because
chopped.
there's
He got
also
destroyed.
things that, like, for instance, the reason why I will never respect Ted is for two things. Well, there's more than two, but there's two big ones. One, you grovel at Trump's feet now, and he literally was disrespectful to you and your wife.
Crazy.
That's number one. Number two, you left Texas when Texas was
That was the
frozen,
worst.
bro.
Yeah.
He let people die.
I knew you were gonna get on that.
Okay, to me, you can't get, bro.
can't
You are a
do that. You
representative,
can't do
bro.
that.
You here.
He was growing on me because he was surrendering to Trump.
You know what I'm saying?
That's
Anyway, Tucker walked him down in a debate.
Tucker, baby.
And it was pretty crazy.
No, he walked
And
him
even
down.
if he did, and even if, because there is tactics that Tucker uses for debate tactics, so where his timeliness and precision and what he does stuff is to get people to untrust what you're going to say.
Pisses you off, yeah.
Or it just makes you look untrustworthy if you're not going to be able to answer the question. The beautifulness about it is Tucker's not a politician in the way that Ted is. So when Ted answers, he's trying to answer in a political way. Tucker's not gonna let you do that.
He's the media. What do you mean?
Exactly.
Yeah, he ain't no politician.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, he's like, I'm the
That's what
media,
I'm saying.
boy.
So
I'm ripping you.
Ted kept trying to answer things in a political way. Tucker's not
Stop.
gonna let you do that.
Yeah, you can't do that.
Right. So right now, the reason why I say he's stuck is because I've seen all the clips. I've watched the interview, and I've been reading all of the everythings. And this is what I like to see. This is what I do enjoy about America, though. And actually, I think this should happen more on the left as well. I don't see it happen as much on the left. Mm-hmm. These are two people who you know are right-wing people. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Place them wherever you want to place them. Far,
well, there's different
whatever.
corners.
Right.
I always say that.
But they're still on the right.
Very right. That's correct.
There's accountability. What I am seeing personally, what's happening on the right, are conversations of accountability.
And real ones.
Yes.
Thank you.
Within their own party.
And in front of people. On
100%.
camera. What's up?
So, and I enjoy. That I'm like, I can appreciate that.
I rock with it.
Because it's real people trying to have real conversations, get to real points to figure out real things.
And we ain't got to fight.
So,
I ain't got to beat you up.
Facts.
Yeah, we can
so
just
to
talk.
the left side, I feel like this is something y'all should probably start copying and pasting.
My God.
To do the same thing.
My God, please.
Charlamagne trying.
For sure.
No.
But I think
He's
Ted
trying.
got walked down this
Yes, he
week. That's
did.
why I think
Bro,
he the
listen
most
to me,
stuck,
boy.
bro.
Boy, I don't think he got walked. He got
But
ran. He
Tucker
got drugged. He
walks
got all
a
that.
lot
And
of
here-
people
here's-
down.
No, hold on.
But I've seen
Tucker's
Tucker
big
walk
boy.
down.
No, this is
Yeah,
his,
but
bro.
you-
He had Putin. Tucker had Putin. He's the guy.
That's what I'm about to say. Come on.
But he walked Putin down. But
Yeah,
he didn't walk
that's-
Putin down this way.
No, no.
I'm telling
No.
you, the way he walked
Masterclass?
down.
That's what masterclass?
No, you're not
No,
understanding.
it wasn't.
Every word out
This
his
was a
man's
masterclass.
mouth.
That's what I'm saying.
It was.
Bro,
It was.
every word
But
out
I've
Tucker's
seen-
mouth was like.
I've seen Tucker get walked too.
I used to not like Tucker, and then when you started sending me and stuff, I was like, yeah, this
No,
he's big
it's
boy.
because
He's
again.
big
So
boy.
Tucker, to Cori's point, and I don't find this a negative thing because
No.
I've done this too.
100%.
Like,
I was
I've
trying to
switched.
frame it for you.
Yeah.
In the sense
Is
of
that your
like,
person?
I don't want people thinking like, oh, this person has, because somebody might have engaged with Tucker 5 years ago,
Yeah.
and are, they only think
They're
of Tucker a
completely
certain way.
different.
So
He's
you
completely
saying
different.
now, I'll have to change my stance. I'm like, well, let's frame this in a way. Tucker has changed.
Yes.
Now, it doesn't mean
Yes.
that he's not still very
He's
conservative in his
very
views.
much still Tucker Carlson,
100%.
the guy that I hated 7 years ago because he would say certain things, but in his saying of those things, he said it so much he started to realize, wait a minute,
Yeah, something's
this is
off.
nonsense.
Yeah.
And in that half second, I don't know what I think it was. I won't say the interview because I don't want it to get flagged, but we'll talk about it offline. But
I know exactly what you're talking about.
that interview was the one that made me go, oh no, he's on it now.
He's the
He
big boy.
realized like, no, I'm in control.
And he's
I'm-
educated, and here's the thing, me personally, if you can't listen to anybody from any side and feel like, okay, that's a valid point.
Yeah.
If that never crosses your mind,
you're the
you
problem.
might have to evaluate yourself.
No, you are
because
the
you're not
problem.
allowing yourself to even hear what is happening in these conversations
That's right.
or whatever it may be.
This is the same way I feel when people are like, I can't believe it. First of all, I always say I didn't vote for Trump. I'm not bashing him. I'll never just get out and say he's a fascist and racist and all stuff. Because, I mean, sure, maybe all those things are true. And what, right? I still want to learn. I still want to understand what's happening in other people's minds because I live with other people. So to be shutting him off or anybody off because they are, quote unquote, a Trump supporter. You're a Trump supporter. I now know there's levels to that. You know what I'm saying?
No, for sure.
I'm a
And-
part of
and-
that. There's levels to this.
And you get to see it live right now in real time and in front of everybody.
That's the part.
within their, yeah, exactly. So
Remember when I told you he came out to, and that, so I'll my backup because I didn't know that you were gonna go there.
I'm Ted. So you got.
I'll go to my backup, Gavin Newsom, and
Oh,
this is
I feel like you're stuck right now too.
but
for sure.
to prove my point, when Trump went out there and sat all of them down on TV,
Oh, I forgot
what?
the parade.
Oh yeah, well, that was gonna be. I was gonna make that a comedic point if we got to that
facts.
point, but you already said Trump in the other way, so I'll let it go. But do you remember when he first took over in office and he went to California because of the
Wildfires.
water and the wildfires, right? He did that on TV, national TV. He set the entire panel down of governors and senators and everybody on TV and was like, "What's up? What y'all need?" You know what I'm saying? I need this as somebody who does not trust anymore because we've had so many whistleblowers over the years come out with so much stuff that actually came out to be true. I need to vet these people. Yeah, it can't happen behind closed doors no more. We can't have these like congruent conversations where we're like, well, I know that I don't really trust that, but we got to push everything to this one side to make us look big. No, we don't. This is more important. What Cori's saying is more important. I need to see you battle.
Put it in front of fact. This
Yeah.
is what you're supposed to be doing, Ted.
That's why I pay the money, right? It's called tax money, right?
Facts.
You should get up there and sound like the way I told you to sound.
This is when I knew he was. This is when I knew he was really getting walked down, bro. Tucker didn't say nothing about, and I'm gonna call them the Jays.
Boy,
he never said nothing about them.
Let's walk them down.
Ted tried to flip the script on him, and he just immediately tried to rapid fire.
Bro, when he
The
looked at
Jays,
that
the Jays,
camera?
the Jays, the Jays.
When he looked at that camera,
Bro,
we got him.
I said, bro, Ted,
I gotta
bro,
watch it.
You have to, bro, because I think that was a moment when he was like, I've lost the like credibility here, and now I have to try to discredit this person. And then Tucker did. I think he did a masterful job of again flipping that back on him.
Yeah, because he kept trying to come at him with like character switches, and no, he was sticking to the point. And again, I'm not like Tucker Carlson is everyone on this couch.
Yeah.
This is how we should, because again, Tucker's not in politics. He's a media guy. So he's just a guy like us. We're in media.
It's a master.
And this person, we voted into that seat. I should be able to hold you accountable this way.
You gotta have these conversations.
And you better watch your tone.
Who we got for Mutha-Stucka of the week?
I mean, as much as I think Tyler Perry's big in the black community,
That's
but
huge.
I think Ted
Yeah,
right now
Ted-
is across.
Ted's got
yeah.
to be, because I don't even go into Newsom, because Ted just...
Ted
gotta be
I
the
gotta
one.
watch
bro.
it.
No, you gotta
Bro,
watch it. Bro.
this was one of the first ones. Yes, bro.
Man,
I didn't even know about it until I saw one
saw
TikTok
5
footage,
clips.
Yeah.
and then I was like, "Oh, I gotta
on
go
me.
see the whole thing."
I
That's
gotta
on
watch
me.
the whole
When
thing.
Homeboy said, but wait a minute. He said, but wait a minute. I mean,
That's
you're
on
trying
me.
to go destroy your country. You don't even know how many
You
people
don't
live
know
there.
how-
But then when he looked at the camera like this, I said, oh,
But that, see, and that, like, if you don't pay attention, that was a
Tucker's the
that was
boy.
a
He's
dagger
the boy.
because in real conversation,
Bar.
that doesn't really matter.
It don't-
No.
If you
yeah.
really break it down,
You
it
like,
doesn't really
and
matter.
what? Yes.
And if Ted was savvy enough, he would have had the rebuttal to. But his rebuttal was. This is where he messed up again.
Yeah.
His
You don't need to
rebuttal
know how
was,
many- oh.
No.
No,
Remember, he
it was-
asked him.
he asked, well, how many
people
are there?
So he said 92 million.
Sucker fired up.
That was not that.
And the
yeah,
worst
yeah.
part, you know, you got the call sheet or whatever. Y'all
Facts.
ran
They
through the
didn't
questions.
get their
Like, come
research.
on, you
Come
did
on,
the
man.
So
fight.
it was bad.
Shame
bro.
I gotta
on
watch
you.
it. I gotta watch
Yeah.
it.
And then, make matters worse, put nail in the coffin. Trump, they asked him, so how you feel about the Tucker Carlson? That boy said, he called me and apologized. He said Ted Cruz called him and apologized. I said, oh, boy.
No,
he
facts. And then
cooked.
Tucker had dropped last night because he was trying to say, oh, you must not like Trump. And Tucker was like, I literally talked to Donald Trump last night.
Bro,
literally talked to him last night.
Politicians are politicians
Trump know what's
because
up,
they're
man.
politicians.
Right.
We're people. So I don't play that like, I whatever I say, I'm playing an angle. No, when I speak,
Right.
this is what I feel. I'm not playing an angle, so stop trying to do that.
Nah, I
Like,
watched that though because it was tough. But that boy
Yeah, I'm
Ted in
watching
a
for sure.
stucky situation. This is funny, bro.
All right, so we have another anonymous submission.
I'm dying at the last line, bro. Stop.
I didn't even read it until you said that. Okay,
Come on, bro.
I'm considering going bald at home to save money by not going to the barbershops. And I don't know how to go about going bald at home. What are some of the best tactics that you guys do to make sure you look your best? How often do y'all shave your head? How do you prevent razor bumps and ingrown hairs on the head? By the way, I'm African American.
Let's go.
Jeremy, you can sit this one out because you
Yeah,
know that
go
you like
ahead.
that
Yeah,
nice
'cause
hair.
honestly, Jeremy started talking offended. You know what I'm saying?
You know what I'm
Like,
saying? Facts. Say, hey.
Just cut it out. Cut it
Wait.
out.
You went full baldy, right?
Man, that it's crazy that this is the Stucky situation because I was gonna tell y'all about this new razor thing I got. Your boy Crispy.
Yes, sir. Is it the
But-
handheld one?
Yeah, it's the handheld one that you
thing
hit
is
like
everything, bro.
this. That thing
That
right
foil
there.
shaver?
The issue is
Yeah.
my hair is too coarse, so I still have to razor.
Yeah,
because I'm too
yeah.
coarse.
Well, it works best when your hair is low anyway.
Yeah, yeah,
like,
Yeah, but like even then, I still have the prickle, so I
You do
have
it like a little, like do it daily or something like that.
well, let's
Well,
say like
I
was
wouldn't
getting
know.
mad that I bought it and it doesn't work.
Let's
for me
talk
all
to
the
our
time.
fellow African Americans. Here, I'll give you what I do.
Sure.
First and foremost, when I get stressed out, you can tell because my hair starts to grow. And I can grow hair, it just doesn't look great. So I'm probably twice a week. And this is how I prevent getting razor bumps. Because when I was going against the grain, I would get razor bumps.
Go with it.
Just go with the grain, bro. It gets you down smooth enough. And then you can do your treatment afterwards. Everybody has different types of treatment as far as what oils and stuff they put on their hair afterwards. But you should still also treat your scalp how you treat it when you have hair. So you still be shampooing, conditioning, putting your oils on.
Because you were doing that for your scalp
100%.
anyway.
And you're still, and your hair's still in there. It's just very low.
Yeah.
So Katie likes to smack my head when it's bald. You know, people like, you know, if you can pull off a good baldy, I hope you have a nice beard too, or a nice goatee. You know, some facial hair,
Gotta
maybe
have
take it
that.
off.
Yeah, don't do the smooth face.
Yeah, you gotta.
Unless
you
you're in
gotta,
the army.
Yeah, facts.
Do the
You
egg
gotta work on the whole groom of the entire face as well to pull it off. But I will say it saves you a lot of money. Buy your razors in bulk at like a Costco,
Please.
and because that'll save you a lot of money too. What
I'll give you the
other thing?
razor edge.
Oh.
I have to do 5 blades. So,
Exfoliate before too.
yeah, this is a big one. So I'll give you a couple things, couple pointers. One, antibacterial soap. I don't even use the spray foam shaving cream no more. I keep the antibacterial soap so I can with moisturizer, something like a what do you call them? Dove sticks, or you know the green whatever sticks. You can get something like that. It does the same type of lather, bro, and it cleans you where you don't leave like smells and all that stuff. That's number one. Number two, I go against the grain because of my treatment after. I have to. I told you my stuff is so coarse. Like I have to in order to get even close. So I have to go. And again, this should show you that there's several ways.
You got to test your hair.
Yeah, you gotta do it.
I don't know how many nicks I had. I don't know how many, several over the time of me trying this out, by the way. So you're going to have to just kind of go through it. But I always start back of my head and then sides up and then the top forward just to make it easy. And it's hard to do because you can't see the back of your head. Then I rinse it off and I touch to make sure I ain't got nothing left. And if I do, I get rid of that and get rid of the top. Then the most important part, the last piece, is the post. I think that's the most important part. What you do after the fact. Hot rag, get it super hot, open up those pores, and then tea tree oil. Tea tree oil, that becomes your king after shaving.
I use coconut. Tea tree, and my skin don't actually gel well together.
Yeah, and again, that's what I'm saying.
And I tried
that.
you'll find your rhythm, right?
Yeah.
Some sort of thing. You just got to moisturize your scalp. That's what we're trying to say. Don't shave it and leave it because you
with
still
the
have,
patches.
contrary to popular belief, you still have dandruff.
Come on,
bald, bro.
Come on.
Yeah.
And now they can see it because it has a big white patch.
100%, bro. So you still got to take care of your hair. What you said the foil shave, you got the foil shaver going crazy?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's going crazy, man.
Yeah.
I need to get one. Every time I see one, I'm like, I want to try it, but they be a little bit too expensive.
Great Father's Day gift for somebody.
I know, man. Oh, that is true. Shout out to all the fathers out there and all the gifts they got.
But you're gonna be stuck and stupid because did you want to say something?
Not, I mean, what I know about hair, definitely figure out your coarseness and path. Like for me, even though for me it would be my neck.
Yeah, I can't do
I can't shave with the razor, but like I did have to learn, because my hair grows differently. So I saw this on TikTok. Do a little thing like you stand in the mirror and draw your
patterns.
Draw your hair patterns because one stroke could be this way, but the next stroke goes this way.
Mm-hmm.
So you could draw your patterns and then take a picture of it, and then that's how you know how to shave wherever you're shaving. Like when it's in the grain. So like not against the grain, but with the grain.
Also use your phone. I used to do this back in the day. Now I don't need to do it. When I was first shaving, I did. When I couldn't see in the back, I used to take my phone like this, snap a picture of the back of my head, look at the picture and see like, oh, I got a spot
how
right
far
here.
you got left. Yep.
Or get you the three
There you
mirrors.
go.
I got
Go
the
to
three
TikTok,
mirrors.
get the 3 mirrors, or use your girl's makeup
Beauty mirror, yeah.
The self-cut
That's
system.
hard.
Yeah, you got plenty
Hey,
of
where
ways.
your phone? Oh, spin that wheel, man. Y'all know what it is, man. It's a segment where a person places thing finds themselves in a stuck and stupid situation, and we put their ass on the wheel. Cori, spin that wheel. Whoa.
Dang.
Little glitch. Did it pause? Oh,
Got him. Nah.
What's up, Trevor? We coming. We trying to get that. Oh man, here we go. All right.
Is it stuck and stupid for a man to call his boys just to say goodnight?
That's stupid, bro.
All right.
Is it
No,
stuck
stuck. No.
No, it's
All right,
not.
bet.
It's not stupid. It's funny though.
I'm stuck on this only because I respect social media.
Yeah.
So I'm stuck, and because for the yes of me, I want to say that's great content. I just one of the best
The
pieces out
content
there.
is legendary.
Seeing everybody call their homeboys and it's so awkward, and they're like, "What are you doing?" You know what I'm saying? That's awesome. Stuck, no, because I would never do it. Like most I'll do is be like, I'll get off the phone with you at whatever time I'm talking to you, and be like, "All right, bro, I'll talk to you tomorrow."
I think it's the word.
Something
Goodnight.
about good night feels personal.
Hey,
feels,
what's up, bro? I just want to call and say goodnight. It's crazy
Yeah,
work.
it's wild.
All right, so I'll carry that over. If you're like going to, like you're staying at a friend's house, like you go to Georgia, you staying with Ian.
It's
I don't know if
context.
Is he over in
Context
I'm telling you what
matters,
I'm
But
saying.
what I'm saying is, if you're at his house and y'all are shooting the shit, it's late at night,
Every
and then
time
y'all
it's-
about to go to your room,
Yeah.
you don't say goodnight.
Absolutely not. Every time I'll see you tomorrow.
No,
100%.
I bet.
Oh yeah, I'll say goodnight.
bet.
Nah, I've said
All right, my boy.
variations of a bunch of things, and sometimes it's a good night. All right,
Nah.
yeah, I'll see y'all later.
I'm
Good night.
everything else but that. I'll see you tomorrow. Hey, bro.
Yeah.
We
Everything
we
but
gotta
the
wake
word
up
good
early.
night.
Nah,
Hey,
I
don't
said
forget.
it.
wake up
Nothing is
early.
good.
I said
Yeah,
it.
I don't know. Yeah, I've said
All right,
literally
all right,
all
my
of
boy.
that.
Yeah, bet.
I said variations.
Sometimes you don't even
but
say nothing.
I said variations, but I've also said goodnight.
Say, boy, I can't do it.
100%. That's funny.
Yeah, that's funny.
I'm gonna call one tonight.
Oh, okay, Trevor.
I'm dead.
You.
Hey, no.
Hey, bruh.
Hey.
That's funny, man. Is it
Bro,
stuck
this-
and stupid to leave a group chat without saying a word?
This just happened. I'm gonna say it's stuck.
I'm stuck. No.
Yeah, I'm stuck now too.
I'm stuck in because it depends the group chat.
Mm-hmm.
Because if
Which
it's
one
like
is it?
if it's a real like for instance, me, my mom, my brother, my sister, like my immediate family, we have a group chat. You can't just leave that mother like that.
Yeah.
You can't just ice out her. And now you can if you got a new phone or something, but you got to come right back. Like
yeah.
you leaving the group chat without saying something, that's fraud.
That's
you
wild.
can't. Because it means you mad or something like that.
Yeah, I'm stuck because I'll tell you why I'm stuck. I'm stuck. Yes, because the WhatsApp group messages that they just put you in as some kind of like
Yeah.
fluff group message, or one that you make for a specific event with certain people and that event's passed. Or I mean, there's several reasons why it would be okay to just dip out on one of them.
Yeah.
But you're in a group message with a bunch of coworkers that you no longer work with, or
Yeah, that's why I'm stuck.
like,
That's why I'm stuck in for that.
that kind of stuff is the reason I'm stuck
Yeah.
in. Now, the reason why I'm stuck, like something like this just recently happened. We have a big group message between us and some of my college friends. And one of my buddies was a little upset. You know what I'm saying? He was a little upset about, just our ideologies for the past few years. And, he just felt like we weren't even using the group chat properly. And to prove his point, he left the group chat. Bro.
You hit the delete
Bro,
button.
he left the group chat. And no one knew for like a month.
Remove myself from this chat.
No, so he's not wrong. He wasn't wrong for leaving because I feel like if they didn't know for a month, he made the point. But it was funny how everybody recognized at different times. Everybody was like, "Hey, yo, did so-and-so leave the group chat?" So that's why I'm stuck. No, I'm like, bro,
Did it have like the little so and so has left the group?
I'm trying to explain to you that happens in every group chat. It said that.
I'm not saying it doesn't say it in every group chat.
No, it's,
You know what I'm
it
saying?
does.
No, it just too many texts are rolling in, and you
just
missed the thing.
It might have been happening
Mine
fast.
says it
but
But
removed.
the way it was very strategic. It was done like early, like late at night, so that
Oh,
you
okay,
would wake
bet.
up to the message saying
Bet.
that it was.
So, yeah.
So that was the first thing I saw the next morning. I was like, all right, whatever. Nothing of it.
We saw
but
it.
it wasn't until the messages started trickling in 3-4 weeks later. People were like, hey yo, did so and so leave the? I said, come on, boy, this is too ridiculous. No, I mean that's crazy, bro. Just say something like, man, y'all pissed me off. This is crazy.
I mean, that's why I say no. Actually, I'm
the
not
same.
in the ends because, for me at least, I truly believe you don't owe nobody nothing. Nobody owes you nothing.
That's real.
I think there's politeness and kindness. We talked about that too.
Yeah.
So I don't think it's stupid. Sometimes you might be in a space where it's like it's actually better for me to get out of this space.
Yep.
Yeah, let me
And
just
for me to even start what I'm about to say if I start saying something. So that's why I'm like, but you have to, in any fashion, whether I say something or don't say something, you just got to deal with the consequences. Whatever the fallout is.
As long as you're okay with that. But there's some people that
Right.
leave a group message and be mad, like people don't rock with you no more. It's like, bro,
You know what you did. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Like, what you mean? We don't rock with you. You
you
left
just
the group
did.
chat. Like,
We
you
don't
say
even know
that.
why.
Yeah.
But then it's like, who didn't, like, for me, if I see the message, if you one of my boys or something like that, and it says this person left the group chat, I immediately hit you on the side, bro. Like,
You good?
Yo, what's good, bro?
Yeah.
Yeah,
If I said something, let me know. Like, you my boy, so like we can have them conversations.
Mm-hmm.
Call me out. You know what I'm saying? Let's hash it out. But like, I don't want that to be the thing that happened. I've had that happen before too. And my homeboy was like, bro, honestly, at this point, I just needed a nap. Like, it was getting too saucy in there. And I was like, yeah, I didn't have to say the stuff that I said, but like, that's what I'm going to do. Because I'm going to hit you up. You leave the group chat, I'm finna hit you up.
Sure.
But that's just me. That ain't everybody. So you got to deal with the consequences. Because if nobody hit you up, and then you come back and say, man, I left, and nobody hit me up. You didn't have to leave.
that was the risk you took.
Yeah, that was you didn't have to leave. You could have stayed, but you didn't.
Yeah, put that in the.
You could have muted.
Put that in the comments.
That's why I said Stuck
Stuckers.
too, because you could have muted. My bad, B.
Yeah, put that in the comments, Stuckies. What you doing? You leaving the group chat without telling somebody? What you doing? I want to know.
I'm out.
That's funny. That's funny. Is it stuck and stupid for black people to still work on Juneteenth?
Yes.
Hey,
y'all.
Niggers. I said grus.
Just cutting it real close.
Yeah, I
Well,
got it close.
enunciate.
I'm about to say please, because monetize.
Crazy.
You know they
I
flag.
said
We're
nigger.
not clipping that one, bro. That
No, it's
counts.
past 6 minutes. It's after 6 minutes.
Well, I don't know, bro. I be on TikTok and I found some wild songs, bro.
Wild song, wild video, wild everything, bro.
But so I don't know. Heck yes. Hey, man, take the day off, cuz.
Period.
Take the day, even if they don't give you the day,
PTO.
100%. Here's why I say that. First off, we are very shout out to oh my gosh, I'm blanking on her name right now. She couldn't do the walk this year. The walk still happened, but she wasn't there. Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry for forgetting her name. Opal Lee,
Gotcha.
who has been a pioneer at making sure that Juneteenth could be a federal holiday. And if you were in Texas, we've always celebrated Juneteenth to a certain degree.
Mm-hmm.
But I do think, like, and not even from necessarily a black standpoint. If we take it from, here's what I would like to levy more for our black people. We are a part of America as much as anybody else. And I think it's high time for us to start reclaiming that flag, reclaiming our part in America. Juneteenth is one of those things for two reasons. Mm-hmm. One, it is very specific to Black American culture. Not any other diaspora or nothing like that. Is very specific to Black American culture. Ours. That's number one. Number two, why wouldn't we want to? We already celebrate another Freedom Day. Why wouldn't we celebrate another Freedom Day where the country seemingly righted its wrongs, right? Mm-hmm. Of course we want to celebrate that. We have to then
use it.
We have to use it. We got to use it, bro.
Cash in on the equity.
Yes,
you got to cash in on some of that
I'm so
equity.
sick of this,
we got
bro.
to.
Like,
We got too much equity out here.
If I'm being honest, bro, I'm saying Stuck, yes, it's stupid for you not to use it or not to take the day off because I am so over the emotions of everything. There's nothing changing, guys. This is, again, I've said this 1,000 times. There's 250 years worth of data, okay? Run the numbers, run them 10 times, run them 50 times. You'll find it ain't, it's not for us, okay? It's not for us. So when we do have tools that we can use the crap out of them and do it proudly.
100%.
And do it together, and guess what starts happening? Stop this. Why didn't my company consider? Why didn't they didn't? All right, I don't know what else to tell you, but guess what you have? You have PTO,
and it can be like any other day. Like it can be something that's observed, or like, for instance, I work at a school in Fort Worth. I work at TCU. Everybody knows that, and we have it as an observed holiday. Love that for us, even though I had to go into work today because. Anyway,
yeah,
for a little bit.
Me too.
That's also why I had to go to a meeting.
I'm like,
no facts. I went for a little bit, but it's really because it was a holiday and I didn't want my team to work.
Yeah.
So I knew that this holiday is important to myself and to my team, but I would rather go do the 3-4 hours of work that needed to be done today or had to be done today than my team do it because I wanted them, especially the people of color, the black people, to celebrate this holiday and have the day off. So I went in for that. I lost my point. Oh. I did lose my point.
No, you were saying essentially like you were just trying to promote that you take the time off.
Yes, I'm never going to, like, it can end up being like TCU does. They will send out observances of other holidays for other cultures.
Same thing.
They'll say, hey, this holiday is coming up. This is what it's for. Be prepared for people to take off, for students to miss class, yada, yada, yada. Mm-hmm. But that's only because they have a holiday that they observe.
That's right.
We have one, let's observe it.
At some point, they're going to start saying, hey, guys, on the 19th of June every year, you're going to probably see a reduction in your African-American employee.
Taking off or leaving or whatever. And that's what I'm saying. And then that's how, if that happens enough and you employ enough.
Someday they're going to say, oh.
Let's just close it down. Folk. Let's just close it down. Let's observe the holiday as well.
But if we don't, and this is I'm going to keep bringing, but if we don't, I don't want to hear it. That's what I'm saying.
I'll be off.
I don't want to. Yeah, I'm sitting at the crib. But if you don't take it off and you have the PTO, because I want to be sensitive. There are people that
don't have it. Don't have to show up. Yeah, for sure. We ain't talking about y'all.
And I'll say this too, white folk. Mm-hmm. y'all need to start getting this in your brain.
Yeah.
I'll just tell you a little incident. I went into work today, or not. Well, yeah, I went into work today, and one of the top managers act like they forgot we were off.
That's like perfect. That is hilarious,
bro. Clock that.
Go ahead,
That
clock
is
that.
hilarious, bro. If I
it.
picked it up on the mic, I'm boosting that, bro.
Yeah,
perfect.
That's
She
hilarious.
got it. Shout out to the white folk, man. But yeah, go ahead and get that in your brain because it kind of, rubbed me the wrong. Like, dang, you forgot it's Juneteenth.
No facts. And then y'all saw what happened at the
auto group.
The auto. Like it's like
yes.
Real quick,
somebody went in to go to get their oil change. This was in somewhere on the East Coast.
Yeah.
West Virginia, Georgia, somewhere like that.
White, black, Mexican, what?
It was a
Black
white,
lady went
Black
in
lady went in.
to
It was
a
a white
white-
establishment.
Yeah.
She's
I did
basically
see
getting
it.
her
No,
oil
I did
changed.
see it. I did see it.
There was a commercial that came
Synergy,
on.
right?
They started talking about Juneteenth. They started clowning about it. She got up and said, "Get my truck. I'm getting up out of here. Bring my truck around here." And that's what you got to do, bro.
Yeah.
That's what you got to do. Because then afterwards they said, "I don't even know what Juneteenth's for." Somebody said, "There's something about reparations." Again, you're not even educated on making statements. It has nothing to do with it.
And again, what if somebody was like 4th of July? What does that mean? Oh, it's something about them stealing the country or something. I don't know.
Right.
you
You would
be mad.
literally be like, "What?
Yeah.
That's
We
not
just
what it's for."
cashing in our equity, baby.
And,
We
and,
just
and
trying
you
to
should
get
be the
some.
same way, 100%. Now,
Yeah.
there are people out there, especially black people, who feel like it's not your job to educate, and I'm with you. I agree with you there. I feel differently. So in that moment, I probably would have been like, let me tell y'all about Juneteenth. You can feel how you want to feel about it. Let me tell you why. And here's why I think you should actually observe it as well. Because are you for slavery? No. This is the moment when slavery ended.
Actually ended. That's right. Well, hold on. It ended as a common practice. Yeah. Because we still got that 13th
The
Amendment.
13th Amendment is still in here. But
Yeah.
as a common practice, legality, this is when word got to and everything was done. You should be celebrating. That's a win for America, bro. We took a
Real
step in
talk.
a forward direction.
Yeah.
So you should be observing it as well. It has nothing to do with reparations.
And there were lives that were
we don't
lost
get
to do that.
paid. Well, none of that.
This is how you make money. Yeah. The black dollar, the most
And
powerful.
again, for the 1,000th time, it's called paid time off.
you about to read something?
No, I was pulling up to get the name.
Go
But yeah,
home.
Synergy, they're in North Carolina.
Yeah, North Carolina. I'm sorry. I knew it was somewhere
Shout
on
out to NC.
the Appalachians. This might be old.
Is it stuck and stupid? Yeah,
It's not old. It's like 2 weeks.
Is it stuck and stupid to take Avery? Is it Gantz
Yeah.
Who is this?
title because of her celebration?
What is this?
Okay,
Wait,
so this is a track star girl. Yes,
Okay,
yes,
go ahead.
yeah. So high school, right?
Yeah, Oh, high school.
High school girl,
Yeah.
she ran track and she blew it out the water. And in the process of her winning, she went old school with the celebration, kicked off her shoes, and unleashed a fire extinguisher on her shoes.
dad gave her a
track.
prize.
Michael
Yeah.
Michael Johnson?
Yeah. So they took her title
Yeah.
Why?
Yeah,
because
they
of the
said it's
celebration.
unsportsmanlike.
Yeah, it was
Because of
unsportsmanlike.
Oh, it's
Celebration
high
is
school though. It's
unsportsmanlike.
high school.
Yeah.
though.
Yeah.
It's high school. Yeah, you can't do
So
that.
I'm stuck. Is it stuck and stupid? To
And
take
now they're
Avery-
suing
yes.
for how much?
It's stuck and stupid.
I think I don't know what they're suing
Who's
for,
suing?
but I say it's stuck in stupid.
Avery
Take
Gantz
her.
family.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's stuck and stupid for sure.
Yeah, so
Tucker.
this is stupid, 100%.
If anything, a warning at max.
Yeah.
Like,
Like that.
because and this is crazy of me, and people know this. I am not the person when it comes. I generally think celebrating is stupid for most things.
He got on record. Course Warner.
Now you seen it.
Yeah, I
I
seen
don't
the
be
video, yeah.
liking that, bro.
Yeah.
I don't like when all the young kids and everybody be
Yeah, he
celebrating.
said
All,
it, yeah.
I can't stand it, bro. But when you're celebrating something that you achieved and it's not harming anybody else, then I don't care.
Oh, and that's the equivalent. Her finishing that race is the equivalent of the end of the game.
Yes,
Yeah,
it's over.
This
This
is-
isn't.
If I'm dancing at the end of the
That's one
game,
of the
I'm
most
cool
viral
with that.
videos,
right.
I think.
It is.
Yeah.
So that I'm cool with. I don't mind at all. She didn't point it at anybody. She didn't spray
No,
nobody else
man, what is
down. She
going
didn't
on?
do
That's
nothing.
stupid.
Like, I'm cool with that. Matter of fact, keep spraying them. If I was you,
Yeah.
I'd have set them on fire and then
For real. That's what I'm
Yeah,
saying. And then maybe we can have a conversation.
Right.
If I knew I was going to get all of this, I might as well
I'd have set it on fire.
Oh, my
yeah.
gosh.
Avery Gantz,
And
don't
threw
worry
it at
about it.
somebody or something like that. That's crazy.
You got to cash in on that equity.
Clock that
Don't
T.
worry about it.
Clock
But
that
that's
T.
black equity right there.
Yes,
yeah.
sir. She got a
Yeah.
lot of PTO.
Yeah, real talk. You better have a lot of. You ain't got to worry about nothing.
All right, let's step into the shadows real quick, man.
Let's
Real
do it.
quick, because we only got a few minutes. But what is, first off, Shadow Work with Cori is a segment where we just talk a little bit about some vulnerability, ask sometimes fun questions, but most of the time, some real questions. So today's prompt is, what's something small that changed your life in a big way?
Me personally is next week episode.
Yay. First
I'm,
good.
I'm on brand right now. Next week episode is that's it for me. Everything. The meeting that we had, next week episode, what I know is going to happen, how we going to execute. I'm locked in.
I'm a
Piggyback? Or are we putting that on the dollar too?
I'm a piggyback.
He bringing Stucky back.
Yeah.
These other Stuckers don't.
Wait, can you say it changed your life already?
Well, it says in a big way. So
It changed your life in a big way, yeah.
I'm gonna piggyback on that point and say the phone call I made to Cori a year and a half ago, because minus that phone call, we're not sitting here and next week doesn't happen.
Yeah. And the phone call was
Literally
preceded-
2 seconds. It was like 2 seconds. Like, hey, you want to?
No,
Every
yeah.
time I
But
try to be
remember, it was
something-
preceded by the Press Next episode.
Mm-hmm. Remember we sat here and did the
Press
Press Next episode.
Oh, yeah, we did.
Right.
episode,
And
yeah,
then
yeah.
they kind of bubble off of that. And
We need to find that episode.
it's still up there.
No, I'm saying we need to find it and do
No,
some
it's still out.
repurposing.
It's still out.
That's what I'm saying. We
Really,
need to find
really,
something.
that was the first Stucky episode.
If we're being honest.
If we're being honest.
Yeah.
The pilot.
Yeah, that was the pilot.
Hey.
Oh,
Is that what you do it? That's
Yeah.
it.
That's it. Hey, I'm taking it off. If you want to see it, if you want to see it, hit Patreon.
PPV.
You get a sub, you can
Real talk.
get the pilot episode. We ever sell the show or something like that. Hey, the pilot coming with it.
It seemed like that's
What
where
you
it's
got,
going.
Jay?
For me, something small changed my life. There's a lot of backstory that I don't have time to give, but when Jeff, this was in 2020, but when Jeff logged off of Call of Duty that night, and he'll know what I'm talking about, but when he logged off of Call of Duty that night, literally changed my life. And he'll know.
For the good or for the worse?
For the good.
Okay, bet.
For the good. Yeah.
Bet.
Not
That's
for the
good.
worse.
Bet.
I wouldn't have brought it up if it was worse.
Yeah.
Jeremy got
So it
48
got you
kills
unstuck.
again.
Just the log off got you unstuck.
Yeah,
Damn.
it was funny. It was like it was funny, man. I bring it full circle. That moment was Jeff like logging out of the group, and it was me calling him to check on him. But
Right.
that call,
Oh, interesting.
Damn. This
Yeah, this stuff gets deep.
that shit
man.
deep.
Stuff get
Yeah,
deep,
I'm
but that's
like,
what it's
yeah.
supposed to be. This is
That's
the shadow
like-
work.
yeah,
You know what I'm
that's
saying?
like-
So
yeah,
to think about some moments and how they can
Shout out
really
to
affect
Jeff.
your life for
In
sure.
dark wet corners.
For me,
Big Jeff.
I mean, there's a bunch of them, but I always tell the story about how Coach Keith. Y'all remember Coach Keith?
Yep.
Yeah.
How Coach Keith, like, I was in my mind, probably the second lowest I've ever been in my life. And I was finna literally quit football. Like, it was crazy, bro. At halftime playing Cedar Hill, bro. And he came in.
yeah, I
Yeah, he
remember.
came in and was like, if they don't want to use you on offense, bro, they're idiots. Like, you're literally, I told you this your freshman year, and I remember him telling me this. He was like, you're going to be the best football player in your class. I was at House of Pain workouts. I was like, what the heck? But he was like, from the House of Pain workouts, he came to me and was like, you're going to be the best player in your class. And in that moment, he said, if they don't use you, they're idiots. I need you to not on defense, bro. It was like, it really was like a, Remember the Titans
That's what I
moment?
was about to say. Yeah.
It really was. He was like,
Blue.
he pulled me
Yeah.
outside. He was like, I need you, bro. I need you tonight. I was like, bro, I ain't never played football ever. He said, Kevin Alino gonna line you up and just go play football, bro.
Kevin
When the ball is snapped,
Alino.
just go play football, bro. Like, I know you know how to play football. So and I had the best second half of my life. We came back. Shout out to Brandon Kelsey. We came back from it was 31-13, bro. When at halftime we came back and beat the defending state champion Cedar Hill Longhorns. And in that moment, Pops never was able to come to games, but he made it to
came
the
to that
second
one.
half. It was crazy. And then that moment, I tell him all the time, it's something so small. He just needed somebody on defense to fill the gap.
Yeah.
What impacted me was he saw me in something that I couldn't see for myself, and that moment made me want to do the same for other people. So I enjoy seeing. I see this potential in you,
Yeah.
and let me just help you tap into that because you're so much greater than what you are. Like, I always tell him, like, anytime I see him, I'm like, bro, you changed my life, and I appreciate you. He like, I just needed a defensive tackle because we was getting ran through. Thank you for stuffing the middle.
Y'all were doing
You know,
what?
Packing it
Through
up.
stuff in the middle is
Yeah,
packing
yeah.
it up is wild.
I'm really trying to get Brian got me, so I'm trying to get people all the time.
Brian
You know what I'm
got
saying?
you wild.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying. I'm trying
I
to
was
clog
never
the
into football
hole.
practice.
The whole.
Yeah, trying to clog it, stuff it up. You know,
Wow.
trying to defeat the double teams.
Stuffing turkeys.
You know, the back blocks and the down blocks.
There's a lot happening.
All over your face.
Oh my gosh.
You know, the clubs. But anyway, when you
Next
think
week.
about all of the terminology of what I just used, make sure you're sipping on some good tea. You get your rest, and I mean a lot of rest because
Make
next
sure
week
you
is
come back next
not
week.
gonna just be a better episode. It's gonna be an epic episode. So we'll see y'all next week.
That's right. If it's up.
If it's up.
And it's stuck.
Hey.